Well, for me, the quality that the DJ should have, there are three. Ear for music, eye for the floor, and foot on the ground. If you want me, I can elaborate, but these are three qualities the DJ should have.
I think one of the most important things for a DJ is to not prepare any sets. Go with the people, go with the flow, look at the dance floor, and then you go. Let go the flow with the people. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Second is, don't think if you are playing at the Salsa Congress that you have to play Congress music. Forget it, that's bullshit. We don't have Congress music. Salsa is one. Cuban or Puerto Rico, New Yorker, it's one salsa. So don't prepare, don't think you have to be special playing this crap music, this old style music. Salsa is salsa, it's so easy. To play salsa and to be a good DJ is the most easiest thing. And the third one is don't play under pressure. That means if you have your style, if you have your own style, go with them. Don't change. Don't try to go in another area or to do something different. Play your own music, and if people know which is your style, go with them and be happy. That's it. It's so easy.
So the three most important points for DJ is kind of subdivided. One is business, one is the artist, and third is the technician. Basically, if you are booked, you have to be a reliable, trustworthy person who's on time, all the time, will be there, and do whatever the booker asks you to do. Second, there's the technical side. Most DJs do know what to do, but some of them think that there's still every single lamp on the mixer has to be lit. Basically, the technical side is what important, because otherwise your songs don't sound original, they don't sound crispy, sharp, and authentic. And third, the artist side, it's absolutely different, because each DJ has its own style. So basically, the people book you if they like the style, but that's up to you. But the technical side and the business side, they have to be absolutely nailed, otherwise it doesn't work.
First of all, big shout out to all the DJs, especially the Latin DJs, the old one, the one who's doing a good job right now, and the ones who are coming in the future. When it's come to qualities that the DJ should have, there's a million of things that's in my head right now, but I will talk about three of them only right now. For a DJ, like this is from my point of view, DJ should plan the night. He should know how to start the night, how to heat it up, and how to end it. This is number one. Number two, it's sound control, and that includes the music quality. Even if you download from the net, or you just go to this piracy website or YouTube, or you just had it in a CD, it doesn't really matter. You should follow up the music, you should follow up the sound, you should make sure that it's very comfortable for the ear. It's not too noisy, and it's not, or sometimes it's not too low. Third thing, it's the DJ should have fun, because at the end it's music, and no music, no life. That's it.
Okay, my name is DJ Babacar. I'm a DJ. I'm DJ in general. I used to DJ since 2006, and for me, the most important thing to be a good DJ is these three things: to know your music, to organize your music, and listen to the dance floor. It's the more important thing. And training. You need to train like any kind of athlete. You need to maintain your professionalism, your quality, and always your motivation. I used to learn in house music. It was my base stuff, and also like hip hop. But always in house music, you have simple beat. But for a DJ, if you need to know how to send your own good vibe on the dance floor, you need to, at home or at your training center, listening, feel the good music, the mashing together, and send it to the dance floor. That's why I think being a good DJ is always maintain your quality and also your magic touch. It's simple, but you need to be magic.
I'm going to tell you the three most important qualities of the DJ, in my opinion, would be, I think first would be like team working. I think it's important that DJs, they play not only for themselves. Of course, every DJ has their own taste, they have the reflection of their own personality in the music, but in my opinion, most important is to fill the crowd and also work with the other DJs in a way of making a nice flow for salseros to dance hours by hours. And not try to play their own best set, to play together. Second part would be flexibility. Be able to change, not only stick to your own style, but also see the evolvement of the salsa. It's important. The salsa environment changes as well, so I think you need to respond to that. The third would be confidence, not so much skills, but that you know stuff, you know what you're doing. You don't ask anybody else how to use the equipment. You're a DJ, there's certain things you're supposed to know.
Well, the three most important qualities for a DJ, the first one is a good taste, of course. The second one is this basic knowledge of the history of the music, of the dance, the countries, the rhythms that make salsa develop in what it is now. So the basic names, the general orchestras, so everything. And the third one, the last but not least, is the feeling of the dance floor. Knowing what music, what kind of tempo, rhythm, style to put at this exact moment. To make the dance floor full till 6 in the morning.
Well, for me, what I think is really important, the three most important things for a DJ, I would probably say, firstly, knowledge of music. That's very important. You can't play music, represent a culture which music represents, if you don't have knowledge of the culture and the music, the musicians. Secondly, to be a good DJ, I think DJs need good equipment to work with, because I've DJed in many places where the equipment has not been so good and I've been stressing out about whether my next song will play. So good equipment. And the third and probably the most important thing for me is humility. For the DJ to be humble, for the crowd, for the people, to play for the people, not for himself. And also to take requests from the audience, like R&B and house DJs do as well. So humility is, for me, very, very important. Those are probably the three most important things.
Okay, so the most important things for being a good DJ, so for the people to like you, I think one of the most important thing is that you can read the crowd. You can read wherever they want to dance, even if it's just a crowd of dancers of New York styles or LA or even Cuban, or maybe more for romantic salsa or bachata. You have to mix them. You have to mix them so that you can make them feel really happy. But of course, also it's important the sound, the equipment that the promoter provides you. But yeah, that's reading the crowd. That's the most important thing. To me, that's the most important thing. The rest is just coming easily.
The main quality of a good Latin DJ is passion. Without passion, you cannot do any of this kind of things. You cannot make people understand the music. You cannot preach the music. You cannot teach them to love the music. Without passion, you cannot do anything in life, actually. So the main quality of a good DJ is passion. Without that, you don't have anything. A second quality, in my point of view, would be getting and knowing the technical stuff, being technical. Without understanding the gear, the DJ gear, the devices that you use and your DJ equipment, you cannot get the sound out of the speakers. You cannot get the sound out of the sound system. So a good DJ would have to be updated with all the latest gears and all the updates. If being a DJ mobile is useful for a guy, this should be the most useful thing, to be upgraded, to be updated with everything and to understand everything that a DJ gear does. A third quality of a good Latin DJ would be being musical and educated musical wise. Without the knowledge of the culture, the history, and the tradition of the Afro-Latin background, we cannot promote or create a story of a good set. So in order to create a story on the dance floor, you need to understand what's going on in the music. What's the song about? What is it transmitting, musical wise and lyrics wise? You need to understand the background and the history that comes with it. You need to understand the fact that our ancestors brought it to us, of course, through the evolution, brought it to us and gave it to us as a gift. And we, as DJs, we need to make sure that any of this culture is not lost. We need to bring our all possibilities. We have to bring them in front of the crowd by creating a good story, by creating a musical story. Any of these things do matter for a dancer and do matter for those that really pay attention to the music. And dancers, especially in the salsa, really pay attention to the music.